much better. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. It's Monday. Happy Monday. As you can see, I did not go anywhere, sadly. And I spent far too long weighing my options about whether I was going to go anywhere or not than I wanted to. So I got a very, very slow start to working on things today. Plus, I still feel sleepy. Wonder why, since I went to bed at almost 7 in the morning. That could be a reason why. But, yeah, I just, not that I didn't have places I could have gone or should have gone, just not quite the gas in my car to go anywhere. So, I'm hoping that, well, it's going to have to change by tomorrow because I'm going to need to get a couple of things. Just a couple. So, that should be fun. Yay. But, so far I've only done two sprints. One was brainstorming, and confession, I did sort of kind of try to get out of doing the brainstorming project alone because I was gonna do a completely new spin and not do Project Willow, but it's fun and landed on Project Willow twice in a row. So I was like, oh, you really want me to work on Project Willow? Then I guess. And then I worked on Nathan and Brennan, which I was actually excited to work on, but then I just started feeling so sleepy, and I'm trying to not feel sleepy right now, but I still feel sleepy. So it's time to spin the wheel again to see what it lands on next time. I could have gone back and worked on Nathan and Brennan again, but I want to see what the wheel gives me again next time. Let's just say it was kind of like pulling teeth when I was trying to write a little bit. So, and I don't know if that's because I'm just my head's not in that story right now, or if it's because I'm really that sleepy. It's probably because I'm sleepy, but anyway. I just wanted to come on and say hello before it got too late in the day. In case you're wondering why the light is so sketchy, it's been very gloomy here today. It says that it rained. I didn't hear it rain. The ground doesn't look wet, but it says it rained. If not, it's supposed to rain. So who knows? But I shall return later, hopefully with a lot more progress than I have now. Okay, bye. Hello. Hi. I don't know why it feels like I haven't really talked to you today. I guess maybe because I haven't. I get a little gloomy when I'm forced to stay indoors against my will. Okay, not against my will. Just against my circumstances, basically. But hold on. Okay. How'd I do today? I'm trying to refrain from the verbal beating I want to give myself, because I didn't do as well as I should have, given the fact that I didn't go anywhere today. One would think that I'd have done a lot better. I spent entirely too long trying to decide if I was going to risk it and go anywhere in the first place. And then when I finally succumbed to the fact that it wouldn't be smart to go somewhere today, then I just took too long to get ready for the day and to eat something and just to get my coffee and get settled in. It just took too long. That also might have something to do with the fact that I stayed up until 7, almost 7 in the morning reading. I was reading. Still probably not a great thing, but Sundays is the days when I told you I get a little restless because I guess all of that relaxation and rejuvenation or self-care or whatever makes me too relaxed on Sunday night. Therefore, I'm very much awake when it is time where I should be getting ready to wind down and go to sleep. That said, I did excuse me, on my to-do list, I did my devotional. I did find out the wheel helped me realize that today I did not feel like working on the brainstorming project below. I did do 2 sprints of Nathan and Brennan, but I didn't do very much in those 2 sprints, like barely 500 words. Although by the second sprint, I will say that I did finally kind of get going on Nathan and Brennan. I'm a little closer. I think the end is like really near, like within 1,000 words near, which kind of makes me feel like, oh, maybe I should have went back to finish working on it, but really wasn't feeling it today. And then I noted my excitement when it landed on pen name outline. I was like, ooh, yay! And not that I don't want to work on Mackenzie Brown, because I do, but I also really have I told y'all that outlining is my favorite phase of writing, the writing process, the brainstorming / outlining. And brainstorming, usually when I'm closer to the outlining part, is the favorite part for me. Not like project full of brainstorming is kind of like I really am not quite sure where I want this to go yet. I know what I want in the world. I know some of the things I want to happen and take place. I'm, but still not quite ready to put together an outline yet. It's the brainstorming when it gets close to putting the outline together that jazzes me up, and outlining itself. That is my favorite part of the writing process. So, it shouldn't surprise me that I perked up when it landed on outlining a pen name. Not to mention, now that I really kind of know how to structure them, or how I want to structure them, I'm kind of like really in a flow with the outline. And once I finish outlining the first series, I'm gonna start drafting the first book in that series. So I'm kind of itching to get to that phase too, while still outlining the second series also. So, but I'm also, there's some more research I need to do for Mackenzie Brown on the next. Actually, no, that probably could wait till the scene after this one. The next scene involves an autopsy scene and some other things, and it's a little different. Some terminology I have to look up, which I did research some of the terminology beforehand, but some that as I'm writing it, I'm realized, oh, I didn't look that up. I need to go back and look that up. So, some things that you find out you need to research in the midst of the drafting. And I also shared my YouTube video and everything on socials, and I did some reading. My word count. You would think I had calculated this by now, right? You would think, but I did not. That first one was terrible. Oh, no. Yeah, because that was the brainstorming, and what I did, because I wasn't going to count the brainstorming initially, because I normally wouldn't be able to count brainstorming, because normally I do brainstorming by hand. But because when it landed on Project Willow twice in a row, telling me that apparently the wheel wanted me to work on Project Willow, I didn't have the notebook, and I had just sat down and I didn't feel like getting up. So I opened up a document and just started typing some things into said document. So what I went back and did was calculate what I typed up, but it wasn't much. So can you tell I'm disappointed with my progress for today? And I'm trying to keep myself from beating myself up, but I'd expect more from myself on a day that I didn't go anywhere. I did 1,355 words total for the day, which I'm trying. I'm trying to refrain from using the phrase, that could be better. Anyway, so that said, I am going to finish my winding down until it is time for my writing session with Sky in the wee hours of the morning, in which I'm not entirely sure I'm going to spin the wheel. I might continue on my pen name because I might just want to work on my pen name outline, because I'm kind of having a momentum in book 3 and I kind of don't want to stop the momentum, but to be determined. You'll know in just probably a couple of seconds. Anyway, I'll be back. Bye. Okay, I am going to say goodnight here. I am working in the pen name. I think I said in the earlier clip that I decided I probably wasn't going to spin the wheel for sprints tonight with Sky because I kind of wanted to use the momentum that I had going for the pen name outline and kind of continue in book 3. I don't think I'm going to finish book 3's outline, but I'm moving along. I am listening to a certain song on repeat because it's been stuck in my head. I was introduced to this song by the streamers that I watched because they did a cover of it, and but it's by Lights. It's not a group, although it would seem like a group name. Anyway, it's on YouTube. I might link the video below. But it's called Piranha, and I absolutely love this song. I think I've listened to it for the last week and a half every single day, several times, mind you, and it fits perfectly for some reason, or at least I feel like it might fit perfectly on my playlist for my pen name now. Then I'm changing it to Romantic Suspense. I don't know. It's making me write and flow a little easier. So I'm going to go with it. But I'm going to say goodnight. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Because I'm escaping. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye.
Be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss.
Hello, hi. Thought I would come on to say hello briefly. It's Tuesday. Getting ready to go in, trying to sneak my food in there, and I don't want it to get cold, so this won't be long. I did do my 2 sprints with Sky last night in the wee hours of the morning, and I want to say I roughly got about 1,000 words. I'm not sure. Are you crooked? I don't know. I think so. Y'all know I don't math. But I think it was 4 something in the first sprint and 6 something in the second sprint. So that's 1,000, right? It's over 1,000 because I got a little more than the 4 and the 6. Anyway, y'all get the picture. So I'm going to try to get some more words, or at least another hour. On my Finch app, I have it where I'm supposed to write 2 hours a day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Mondays are bonuses because usually I'm hoping to go out on Monday and Friday. So those are my 2 outing days that I would like to be outing days. Doesn't always work out that way, as evidenced by yesterday. So yesterday was a bonus, but and I know the challenge is supposed to be 2K words, which I haven't been great at getting. But every so often I get my 2K. I'm blurry. I feel like I'm blurry. Anyway, it's actually really, really lovely out here today. Hold on, let me prop you up a little better. Nope. It would help if you stay. Thank you. If I can hit the buttons correctly, that would be great. It is 72 degrees, which is really still too warm for me, but it's definitely nicer than it's been lately. And it was such a breeze. I actually got a little chilly earlier, but yeah. So I don't know why it says no. That's not where I'm at though. I'm not there anymore. 71 degrees. And lady, she's so cute. Anyway, cloudy. It's probably gonna rain, which is another reason why I need to hurry this clip up. So yeah, that's it. Update more later, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. I have to film a video. Shoot. Okay. We'll worry about that later. I also have to use the bathroom now. That's perfect. Anyway, happy Tuesday. I'll be back. Bye. Hi. I'm very tired, in case you cannot see it in my eyes. And I was getting ready to prepare myself to say, I don't know why I'm tired, because I didn't do anything when I got back in the house, but I went out of the house, so there you go. And I'm very tired from that. I am just now getting into the bed, my little bed workstation, because when I came in, I sat over there in the uncomfortable ass chair at the little desk thing. I ate food, watched some episodes of General Hospital to decompress while I ate my food. And then I proceeded to, what did I do after that? I was supposed to do a sprint then, but I didn't, because I went down a rabbit hole of a bunch of political commentary stuff, and that I really probably didn't need to, but it was entertaining. So, and then I made my coffee, very late, but I made my coffee, and I fixed dinner, which will be tonight and tomorrow's dinner. Broccoli did not decide to agree with me today. And I ate a very late dinner because I usually typically wait for her to not be at the table, so that I do not have to sit across from her and have her stare at me while I eat, because that is very frustrating and unnerving and fills me with lots of anxiety. So I'd rather not. And sometimes she doesn't leave from the table until late, so I eat them. And then after I did do some sprint. I did do 2 20-minute sprints while I was waiting for the food to finish cooking. So I did a 20-minute while I was cooking up stuff, and then another 20-minute while I was boiling the noodles because I'm gonna get chicken fettuccine alfredo. But sadly, I did not do my 2 hours today. I don't know what happens when I don't complete a goal, because on my Finch app, I've never not completed a goal. I don't know what happens when I don't complete a goal. I guess I could snooze it, but that wouldn't be honest. I mean, it's not like I didn't attempt it. Do I get points for attempting? Why snooze though? Anyway, I didn't write for 2 hours, but I did write an hour and 40 minutes total for the day. So it's 20 minutes shy of my 2 hours. I'm getting ready to do my Duolingo, play some Subway Surfers while I watch some YouTube videos, and await my nightly sprints. I'm tired though, so I'm going to try not to doze off. Did I film the video that I wanted to film earlier? No. Oh, I did not. It's fine. It's totally fine. I'll try to film it tomorrow though, maybe. We'll see. It depends. Anyway, that is my update for the moment. I'm gonna go. I'll be back. I don't even have, yeah, I'll be back before word counts, because I didn't total them up yet, so I'll see you guys later. Ponytail that wants to hang out here. Out. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. My bad. Doing sprints with Sky, and we just did our first 30-minute sprint, and I got 504 words. As you saw, it picked Mackenzie Brown again, so, which I was not upset about, because I was kind of flowing from earlier when I worked on Mackenzie Brown. Although I do think I might, don't quote me on this, but I might make an executive decision tomorrow and work on Crutch words tomorrow, because it hasn't picked When Love Calls edits in a bit, and I do really need to work on some of those. So we'll see what it spins tomorrow, but I might have to make an executive decision and work on the edits, because I do need to get those worked on. And you know, can't always wait for the wheel to do what it should do. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'm gonna leave you here for the evening. I will see you tomorrow. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere. Probably not tomorrow or Thursday. My body hurts. So, and I ran out of BioFreeze today. I used the last of it earlier, which I'm very sad about. Very, very sad. But yeah, I'm gonna go, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Is this the first time I'm? Yes, it is. Hi, happy Wednesday. I just realized this is the first time I've actually come on today. So, oops, I was getting ready to update like I've already said hello to you and just realized I have not. Hello. Hi. I have been working. Of course, I did not get it started as soon as in the day as I wanted to. These last 2 days, my body has just not wanted me to get up. I slept way too long yesterday. I didn't sleep quite as long today, but I slept longer than I had intended. Just, I guess when your body's in pain, it's telling you, no, you should rest. But I have done my devotional. I've worked on Mackenzie Brown novel in last night's sprints, and I worked on in the second sprint is a little stretch because I kept dozing off and falling asleep because I was just really tired. But I did get like roughly 700 and something words in last night's writing session, and then I did 571 words so far today and 451 word in the first sprint that I did today, and then 451 words. So I've gotten like 1,700 and something words, which is not really where I wanted to be for the day. Y'all know my goal is 2K, but it is what it is because it's almost time for the stream to start and I'm setting things up. What else? I don't know. I really need to maybe that's what I'll do during the stream because I need to film some videos. Well, I need to film at least one video that was supposed to be filmed yesterday, but I was too tired. But it's just a challenge update video because the halfway mark is the halfway mark is Friday. Is it Friday? It's this week is the halfway point from my 75 challenge, minus the weekends, of course, because I had to do the math and factor in what halfway mark would be the way I'm doing it, which is no weekends. So it's not quite the same as the halfway mark as people who are doing it every single day. It's fine. And I also factored in the halfway mark of the 90-day part, which is not here yet. Spoiler alert, not necessarily great. Although by the time you see this vlog, I hopefully will have already done the challenge update video. Cross fingers that I actually get it filmed. But that said, I'm gonna go back to setting up for the stream and watching my episode of General Hospital, which is what I'm doing before stream. And yeah, that's it for right now. Hello, I'll be back. Bye. Hi, it is, what time is it now? 1:30 something in the morning. 1:33, yeah. Yes, my blanket is out. It's a little chilly here these days, which makes it so much sadder that I am not leaving the house until possibly Friday. Hopefully it'll still be chilly on Friday, but it was quite chilly yesterday when I was out, so I enjoyed that. Come on, fall. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. I streamed largely by myself, but Laura did come on. I forgot to do a clip when Laura came because I was, oh gosh, excuse me, sorry, I was trying to film my challenge update video, which won't last long because it's a short update. Spoiler alert. I didn't do that great. I can speak. But I am, oh gosh, yeah, I don't have much time before my I was about to say evening writing session, my wee hours of the morning session. So I'm gonna go play some more games and let my mind relax a little before I gear it back up to write the things. Well, actually, no, I'm not writing. I'm editing. Oh, yes. Rewind back to, I know, you might be saying, because you looked at the earlier clips and saw that I was working on the pen name novel. JC, you said you were going to make an executive decision and work on the edits today. I am. Although technically, I guess it wouldn't be considered for today, right? You know, that's so weird. It's because the way I look at things, 3 a.m. is not the next day for me, but it is the next day because I'm counting it as the next day's work. So I guess technically I did not do the edits today, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna work on When Love Calls for our sprints tonight. I might actually do a third sprint and then get some writing in. So I'm gonna at least do 2 sprints of When Love Calls edits the Crutch words, and then I might do a third sprint, either by myself or with Sky, because Sky only has a certain amount of time for her lunch break. So I might do a third sprint and do some manner of writing, and I'll probably go back to the pen name just because it was flowing earlier and I'm near the end of book 3. So I might go back to that just so I can, stay in the momentum of what I worked on earlier today. But yeah, that's the plan for tonight, or it's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy my downtime until 3 o'clock. I'll be back later. You'll see clips, but I'll be back later. Bye. Okay. See my eyes. I'm trying to stay awake. Even made me some tea with lots of caffeine in it, which I feel might come back to bite me when I try to get up in the morning, but it's fine. I am going to say goodnight here. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to get up early, I suppose. Earlier for me, anyway. Maybe just try to get up when my alarm clock goes off. That would be great. Good night. Bye. Messiness. Sorry. Hi. Hello. Happy Thursday. If it is indeed a happy one. Oh, I look so not put together, but anyway, it's me. Yeah, I kind of know what to expect here, but I have had an extremely slow start to the day, and okay, I woke up very late. I also went to bed very late. In fact, the last thing when I looked at the time right before I went to sleep and said goodnight to my child, it was 7:07 in the morning. I didn't intend to stay up that late at all, but yeah, that happened. So I woke up, excuse me, well after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Definitely not what I meant. Not how, yeah, I didn't mean to wake up that late. And so then I got going, but not really going. It was a very, very slow start to my day. And then I sat down and tried to write something, but then I realized today could not be a day where I didn't eat all day until the evening dinner time because I just couldn't concentrate. So I made a quick peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Somehow managed to wrap it in a napkin and sneak it in here. Because I was contemplating skipping eating until later because sometimes I just don't really want to stand in the kitchen and eat when I'm already in a lot of pain because that hurts. But since she clearly doesn't care about my pain, she cares more about her rule, which is set for like a 5-year-old, about not eating in here and having to eat out there. And there's only one chair out there, so I have to stand until she moves from the table, which she doesn't do until the evening, hence the late evening time dinners. So, but today I just could not. My stomach, it wouldn't allow my brain to focus. But once I got that PB&J in me, slowly going, but I'm still going. I am on, I don't count last night's sprints as far as my 2-hour writing time that's on my Finch app because I only edited last night. So that doesn't count to me as writing. So I've only written for an hour time today. So I'm getting ready to do 2 more 30-minute sprints. And if I feel good enough, I might continue writing some more. I'm thinking I'm going to write a little bit more than the next 2 sprints, but I'm at least going to do 1 more sprint of Mackenzie Brown. I saw Mackenzie Brown, and I've done Mackenzie for the first 2 sprints. I'm going to do 1 more sprint of Mackenzie Brown because this scene that I'm in. Normally I don't mind leaving scenes in the middle of a scene because it gives me a good place to jump back into, but I kind of really want to finish the scene, and I think the start of the 3rd chapter, I don't even know if I can get to the end of the 2nd chapter, but if I got to the end of the 2nd chapter, if I start the 3rd chapter another day, it's still a good starting point for me. I kind of, by the outline, I know where it starts at. But that's not even saying that I'm going to make it to the end of the 2nd chapter. But I'm in this scene now. And as slow as it took me to start and get into that, I just don't want to stop the momentum right this moment for this project. I might spin the wheel again after this sprint, or I might just make an executive decision to work on the pen name outline, which is what I'm hoping it would spin. Or it could be the Nathan and Brennan story, which I really do need to finish. Maybe I'll spin the wheel to see what it decides. I don't really know. I may work on edits again tonight because I got it down from, oh my God, don't judge me for the number, please. I already know that it's really high. But I went from 2,922. I know it's a lot, I know. But I got it down to 2,743. So we're getting there. Not as quickly as I would like to, but we're getting there. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I need to get back into sprints, especially because it's a perfect time. 7 o'clock, 7:01. All right, I'm gonna go. I also have a video that I need to put together that I would like to post tomorrow, but I have to actually edit it first. It's my challenge update video, and then I need to start editing this vlog. So I have a lot to do, but I want to get my writing in while I'm feeling it, the momentum, especially as long as it took me to feel the momentum. Anyway, I'm back. Bye. I am now exporting my video. So I did edit the video. Okay, I did my 4 sprints. Hold on. I have word count totals for you. I did, that's not today. I got 1826 total for the day. I know, I'm so close to 2K. But mentally I was kind of spent. I did not do the extra 30-minute that I had thought I was going to want to do. I just mentally was kind of spent after the last 30 minutes, and I was kind of distracted through a lot of that last 30 minutes. So then I just switched over to editing my video, and I ate a very late dinner, and now I'm exporting the video after I put the music on and stuff. And I did my Duolingo, as I think you might have seen in the clip before this. And I am about to play some games and maybe watch a YouTube video or two. Not sure. Maybe I'll read. I don't know yet. I'm oddly a little tired. I didn't go anywhere. But my back just started hurting me, maybe from standing in the kitchen trying to put together a little bit of food. I don't even think I was standing that long. I don't feel like I was standing that long, but my back sure feels like I was standing too long. I am going to leave the house tomorrow. I just don't know exactly how long I'm going to be out, because I do know I need to go to the post office. I think I have something coming from a giveaway that I won at the post office. It should be there tomorrow. We'll see what kind of rewards points I have to get me some lunch. I think Burger King, that one does me the best as far as rewards points go. I'm always able to really kind of, even if I can't get like a reward, like use my points, there's always some kind of coupon offer that's reasonable enough. We'll see. I don't really have anything, but I do have gas to get me to the post office, so I'm gonna go to the post office at the very minimum. I don't know where else I'm going, but I'm going to the post office. But I'll be back later. Bye. Say goodnight briefly. Doing sprints with this guy, my child distracted me for like 10 of the last minutes of these sprints, and there's only 9 minutes left. So I'm working on When Love Calls, and I just realized something. Okay, so maybe this clip is going to take longer than I thought. I just realized something. Okay, so I'm stressing myself out over the amount of that's in this book at the moment, and I'm still gonna finish going through them. Don't worry, I've already started the process, and if you know anything about me, you know once I've started the process, I'm not gonna be able to stop. It'll drive me crazy until I finish going through them and taking out as many as I possibly can. But I'm stressing myself because I'm like, when I replace it with another, like if I rephrase the sentence a different way, then okay, yeah, maybe like reword it somehow. But if it's something that can't really be reworded, and I can only change out, maybe replace that with a the, or that with an it, or that with this, or that with if. And I'm like, but I'm just replacing it with other crutch words, which seems like it would create another problem for me down the road with another crutch word. And I'm just like, where is the line drawn? And then I got to thinking, because I looked at my word count. Don't clutch your pearls at me. At the moment, my book is 119,000 words. No, it's not a fantasy. It's as long as I need it to be to tell the whole story. So, it's not a fantasy. It's 119,409 words to be exact right now. It was actually, before I started going through Crutch words, it was actually 123,000. So I've actually knocked off quite a bit going through the Crutch words, which is another reason why I'm still going to go through them. But I'm like, I was messaging Scott, I'm like, just thought about it. Like, it's a 119,000 word book right now where it stands. 2,000 and something, that it's not really a huge amount when you're talking about 119K. And apparently she did the math and said it's only 1.7% of the book. And I'm like, so I'm stressing myself out over 1.7%. Anyway, these are the things that come with self-publishing. You know, it is what it is. I'm still going to go through it because I still want to take out as many as I can feasibly see I can replace. But like some of them, I'm like, I can't replace that there. Like, this sentence doesn't make sense with any other word. I can't rephrase it to make sense any other way. And even though it's a sentence where there are a couple of that's moderately close together, I'm like, but the whole, like, it's like in dialogue. It's a whole thing. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense without it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go because I only have 6 minutes left now. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings.
Okay, hi, hello. Normally I wouldn't come on like this quite so early. And hi, happy Friday. Welcome, it's Friday. Because I wasn't able to get it on video. I'm just like, I'm so nosy. I know, it's terrible. But I just saw a whole bunch of police cars. Like, they were coming down the wrong side of the street to get into the little mall. I don't know what was happening over there, but I'm so curious if I had it in me to turn around and go back just to be an onlooker. But I'm not that way. Younger me would have done that. But older, more mature me is going to keep going to my destination. It don't involve me. It was a lot of police power, though. Police presence. I'm sorry, that was the word I should have used. They were coming across. They were cutting across the bank, the grassy bank or whatever. They were coming down towards me. I'm going this direction, and they're coming this way where they're not supposed to go because it's not like a two-way thing. And I'm like, and they're like skirting past cars, and I'm just like, oh shit, what's going on? What's happening? Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to interject in that moment because since I couldn't get it on video, I needed to share that with someone, and y'all are the only ones here, so I'll be back. Bye.
You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight.
Okay. As I was saying earlier, actually, no, we're not going to continue speculating about what the police drama was all about. And with my melanin, I can't afford to be nosy. So, just minding my business. So I went to the post office. I got my item that I got sent for my giveaway. And then I've spent literally the last hour trying to finagle some rewards points around. To figure out how to get me something to eat because I'm starving and I don't feel like standing in the kitchen to eat today, or being really around her if I don't have to be. So car's moving. So I took some finagling. took some finagling, but I managed to be able to do it. And not a lot, but enough to sate my hunger. No, I have a mobile order.
What's the name for the order?
Jamita.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Jamita.
1 second. Alright, second window.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm gonna take this, sneaking in the house. My bladder is calling, so yay. Second window. I did say second window. But I don't know what update I gave y'all last night before I said goodnight to you. But I did work on some crutch words. I literally just got about 100 cut down. I got distracted. My child distracted me for like 10 minutes of the sprint, and then I had to use the bathroom. So yeah, but today is probably looks more like a video editing type of day. I did post my video, my update for my challenge, and yeah, I gotta go listen to lots of me talking when I get in the house. I do want to try to work on something, so I don't know if I'll try to alternate sprints and like do a sprint with the video editing and a sprint with some work. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hoping this car in front of me hurries up, because it looks like they're just complaining about something. Not saying their complaint is invalid. My bladder is starting to call. And yeah, but I'll be back later.
Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing?
So if I play dead.
Okay. Well, I've eaten a very late dinner, very not pleasing dinner, but whatever. Remember I said I was going to try to fit in some writing, maybe alternate sprints or something? That didn't happen. I've been working on editing the video and listening to the chatty bits, but I've also just been in chats on other streams and watching, hanging, chilling. So yeah, but I think I can get this video mostly edited tonight. Listen, but I'm gonna go finish editing stuff and lying down, and I'll be back later, hopefully in my pajamas. Okay, bye. It is that time. Ooh, does this feel like... Oh. Woo, okay. I was gonna say, does it feel like Inception, because I'm editing you while I'm talking to you, but anyway. This week has been interesting. I did a little bit something different with the wheel experiment this week, because I didn't last week. I spun it with every single sprint, pretty much. There were like maybe 2 times that I didn't spin it for the follow-up sprint. But with this week, I tried to spin more for the project of the day, really, unless I wasn't feeling pulled to work on whatever it spun for me, and then I would spin again. But which I don't know. Is it different? I don't know. But I feel like I did it a little differently, which I think actually it works. Because, I can't spin the wheel every single time, because what if it gave me a different project every single time? Although there's only 5 projects on the wheel, so eventually, but I don't know. Sometimes it spins the same thing back to back. So, but I'm so sorry. I did end up, I think I worked on every project at some point this week. I worked on Brainstorming for Project Willow, Pen Name, Mackenzie Brown, Nathan and Brennan, and that is. So I think I'm still loving the wheel. Still loving it so much. And it's really, oh shoot. Did I not? I did not. And the book is over there. Oh, it's over there. I think I did a smidge more in word count than I did last week. Last week I think I got 6,400 and something. I don't remember the exact number last week. It's in the book over there. And I think this week I got 6,700 or something. Whenever I total it up, I'll scroll it at the bottom. But I got a smidge more. And I feel like if I was a little more, if I was able to okay. I think and this is gonna sound funny coming from me, because my sleep patterns are wonky at best. But they were even wonkier for the last 2 weeks, actually. But this week especially, I don't know, I felt especially restless. And I don't think I went to bed before 6:30 a.m. any day this week. And that was not intentional. I guess it sounds intentional, because if I didn't wrap up to go to bed until a certain time, then obviously, but it would just be, and it's not that I wasn't sleepy or tired, because I would doze off during certain things that I was doing. So it wasn't that I wasn't sleepy, but for some reason when it was time to actually go to bed for the entire night, it just, I don't know. I've been restless. I've been in an emotional, I don't want to say free fall, but I've just been really emotional for the last couple of months. And I'm an emotional person, so I know that's not saying much, because I'm a highly emotional person anyway. But I've just been extra emotional. I just, feeling lots of things. I've just definitely been depressed a lot. And I just, as evidenced by, well, you can't see it because it's trapped in there. But as evidenced by my hair has gotten matted again, to the point where I'm a little scared to even try to comb it out. And my wrists have gotten a little sore this week, because I was originally going to try to comb it out and detangle it this weekend, but the last 2 days my wrist has felt really sore. And it's my own fault, because prior to today, the last few times I've gone out the house and for a drive, I didn't put my wrist brace on. It didn't slip my mind. I had the wrist brace. I just, it's not normal to have to wear a wrist brace everywhere you go, or driving, for any place you go that you might lift something heavy or whatever. Just wanted to do the normal things, which is to just go for a drive. No wrist brace needed. The knee brace can't be helped. I would definitely regret not going out without the knee brace. But at the time when I didn't put the wrist brace on, it was feeling good, and I just didn't wear it. I might have felt a little strain and pull at certain times, but hard-headed me did not put the wrist brace on. And the last 2 days, especially because I've been writing every day and typing, yeah, my wrists are starting to feel it again. So I did have the wrist brace on today. So it does feel a little better right now because I had it on earlier. But yeah, combing out my hair I don't think is happening this weekend because that will hurt my wrist a lot. It's that bad. I know. But as I've said before, when I'm in a state of depression, my hair is the first thing to go. It takes so much energy to do my hair that some days I just don't have that energy. Anyway, this is not supposed to be a diatribe about my hair. Yeah, just to stop the rambling mess that I am right now, I'm just gonna say it was an okay, it was a week. It was a week. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was just a week. Yeah, that's where I'm leaving it. That's gonna be it for this video. If you like what you see and you make, good Lord, you think I get this right? That's gonna be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, becoming a member on my Patreon, tipping me on my Ko-fi, buying my books on Amazon, or reading them in Kindle Unlimited, all of those links can be found in the description box below. And let me know how your August is going. Take care of yourselves. Have a blessed day. Bye.